Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I am back with my latest fabric doily wall hanging. And I think this is my favorite to date now. Well, usually when I finish them, they're always my favorite. But there's just something about this image that I absolutely love, and I just had to make a wall hanging just centering around this beautiful image. And let me show you the back, because I left the back by itself. This is a fabric and crocheted doily I got from the Thrifty Paper Garden, and I tea dyed it with the green tea, and I love how the color came out. And then on top of that is another large doily. It's a fully crocheted doily, but you really can't see much more than a couple of the ends. And then on top of that, I added this very wide trim that I got from Carol Ann Kolka. Hi, Carol Ann. And you don't see a lot of that, but what you do see is beautiful, and it just kind of framed the image really nicely for underneath. And then I added the image. I put some batting in the middle so there'd be a little bit of a, three-dimensional aspect to it. And then I started framing in the image. Over here I used this applique trim piece here, and this is from Virginia, and she might have green tea dyed this. I'm not sure if it came like this, but it's similar to what the green tea dye looks like. And I just took one side of it and I glued it down to cover the end of the the fabric. I wanted to cover up the ends. And then on the top and the other side I used this fabric here excuse me, and that covered up those two sides. And then I made this shabby flower out of a piece of I think it was a scarf, and sorry about that. I added a doily connector in the middle, and then this beautiful pearl and rhinestone piece for the flower center. And here you can see some more of that wide lace trim from Carol Ann. And then on the bottom I added this neck applique piece. I had made this at another time, and it was going to be a necklace, and then I changed my mind. I decided that it was perfect for putting on the bottom of this image, and so I won't go into detail. I mean, you can see what I did with between the rhinestone pieces, the little appliques, and that. And so that, you can see how that covered that. And then on the bottom, let me just lift this up. On the bottom I used some white fringe, and I have very little left of this. I found it at a antique store. I think I had 6 yards of it. Now I think I have enough to do one more wall hanging. But I put that on the bottom, and then I added a piece of this trim here, this long trim, and it's beautiful. Normally I would add some clay flowers, but you can't see it once I put everything down, so I guess there was really no point to doing that. And then I added this dangle piece here, and this is like in an ivory also. And then I added this piece here, and this is from a trim. I think Phoebe Tonosaki sent me this, and it was so unusual, so I used it as just a single dangle. And then I added this here because of the long dangles. And then I added this trim here. Now it does have a top to it, but you can't see it all as you can really see are the dangles, and they're very long, as you can see. And I did add clay flowers here and there, my tiny ones. On each strand there's either one or two. I didn't do every single dot, but I did, and I'm trying to keep them so that they don't, so that you can see the clay flowers. And here's another one. And this just has this one, and then this one has two. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dangles to this. I cut it. It's a by the yard trim, I think, but I did cut it so that it was one single dangle piece, and I just think it finished it off beautifully in the, it for the front of the wall hanging. So that is it. Oh, and on the top, sorry, this is, I guess, a variation on a Chinese braid trim, but I used that for the wall hanging piece, if it's to go on a wall. So that's it. That is my wall hanging. As I said, I really love this image, so I love how it came out, and I hope you love it too. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, and I will be back again soon with another project share. Bye for now.